Welcome to the channel, friends. So it's been a while since I made some plowing videos or ATV videos, but I have one for you, and I want to just go over the amount of wear I've had on this poly edge that I added to my 66-inch Polaris Glacier PRO plowing system. I just want to show you guys firsthand. This is still the first edge. I haven't even flipped this thing once. And as you can see, you still got plenty of meat on that edge, on the back side. And coming to the front. So I went ahead and measured the amount of stick out from this edge here. This is like one of the brand new Polaris scraper bars that I use as a backing plate for the front to give it some rigidity on the poly edge. Instead of just bolting directly to the plastic or the poly material, I went ahead and added a brand new scraper bar, essentially to sandwich it in between the frame and the front here. So that works well. So what I did was actually measured from here to here and then to here, and what the difference was about 3/8 of an inch at the center. As you can see, it has like an uneven wear pattern from my particular asphalt driveway, which is kind of crowned, and it's not the flattest driveway out there, so you're gonna have these irregular kind of fluctuations on the edge just from riding like the crown on the driveway, going back and forth and offsetting and staggering your path. So 3/8 of an inch is what I got after 3 years. Okay, so some of you guys remember when I first installed this poly edge. By the way, this is called a fall line poly edge, I believe. It's kind of pricey, but you know what? It saved me a lot of expense when it comes to buying these skid shoes. So yes, I went ahead and installed the skid shoes as well, just as an extra safety measure, not because I really need them. So what happens is when you have this nice thick 3/4 inch poly edge, is that you have a lot more surface area. A lot more surface area than what you see here. Check that out. So this essentially is only scraping because of when you have it angled like, drastically to one side or the other, it still will scrape. It just has that like pitch to it where it still will touch off. But I added these just as a safety measure, just so it doesn't get too worn on the corners, because what happens is, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it will wear more on the edge, at the very edge of the plow right here versus the center. Same thing happens on that side. So that's why I added the skid shoes. People ask me all the time, oh, did you add the skid shoes? Yes, I did, but they're not as you can see. So if you were to look at this, they're kind of set back like 1/8 of an inch, or not. They're not further out than the actual edge of the poly edge, if I put it that way. So they're set in a little bit, just as an extra safety measure, so I don't beat the hell out of the corners on the poly edge, because yes, it will wear on the corners more, just because of the nature of angling the plow and doing all that stuff. Like if you have it angled and you're doing a lot of plowing in that orientation. But 3/8 of an inch is not bad for 3 years of use. And I have a very long driveway, and primarily I used the snowplow on the ATV to clear my driveway. I rarely use the snowblower now. I have a Honda 1332 ATD HSS, and my preferred way is to do it with the ATV and the snowplow, because it's just so much more quicker. Take a full shot. You guys can get a full shot of the edge. But yeah, that's 3 years of use, and I still got a lot of meat on there. I'm not worried about hitting the frame. As you can see here, so the first few years I had this plow, I ran the metal scraper bar, which is this here. So this is a brand new one, but this is what you would normally get to bolt onto this edge. And as you can see, I did damage to the frame of the plow, okay, without even knowing. as you can see there, I almost wore into the actual bolt hole, the through hole, right there on the corners, because the corners take a lot more abuse and wear than the center of the plow does. So as you can see, I touched off on the frame of the plow. So I wore away some of that material on the frame, which you cannot replace. Luckily, I didn't go too far, and I still have all the mounting holes. But if you went a few years without paying attention to this, I guarantee you would wear down through this, and then your edge would fall off one day, and you'd be like, what the hell, why did my edge fall off? Which would be one of these. This thing would just wear down. There's not a lot of surface area here on this edge, so if you had just this as a scraper edge, forget it. This is a lot more abusive on your driveway than the poly edge. So if you're really concerned about the surface finish on your driveway and want to keep it in good shape, absolutely go with the poly edge. I forget what this cost me. It was kind of pricey. It's probably like 150 bucks. I had to buy a longer strip and cut it down to what I needed. Between like the stainless hardware, buying another brand new scraper bar to use as like a big washer, I guess you could say, like a backing plate. But I'm really happy with the results. Super nice to actually operate. Like I said, it actually is quieter too. So it's much more quieter than having just the metal scraper bar, the Polaris one, because you don't have that like aggressive like abrasion going on against your driveway surface. So I have an asphalt driveway, paved driveway, not gravel, not sand. So I can't tell you how this does on those surfaces, because I'd rather not have those driveways, because they're a pain in the ass. Gravel driveways and sand driveways are just, they're a headache. I'm sorry. But yeah, paved driveways, this works great. I'm really happy with the performance of it. You know, I have like the snow deflector on it and the poles on each side. This helps you see where the plow is when you're sitting down in a seated position versus always like raised up, which is a potential hazard. If you're riding an ATV with a plow and you hit an edge and you're standing up, you might go right over those handlebars. So, but let's see what the machines are doing here. I went ahead and upgraded. I had these Maxxis Bighorn tires. These are the originals, not the 2.0. So these are the more aggressive, deeper lug, heavier lug. I went ahead, I had these laying around because I got them for a really good price. And then what I did was I actually took the ITP bead locks that were on my machine and put them on my wife's machine. So she's got the flat black or the satin black bead locks, which are single bead locks. And I have in mine dual bead locks, so the inside and the outside ring is a bead lock ring. And I have the gloss black on my camo 2018 Sportsman XP1000. Her machine is a 2020 850 premium trail. Great machine. So I'm gonna go, I went back to the stock tire sizes. Well, it's close to stock. These are 26s. And I'm gonna go back to the stock clutching. I absolutely destroyed my primary clutch one day. The day that I broke my axle. I have to go ahead and replace my primary. I already have a brand new, not a brand new, but a somewhat brand new primary clutch. I'm going to replace that soon. Go back to stock clutching, stock tire size. I don't want to fuck around with bigger tires anymore. It just beats the hell out of the machine. It's just not, eats up power. I'd rather have a faster, quicker machine and more nimble. And that's the approach I have with these tires in this setup. I have my I have my Blackwater 28" by 14. If you want them, they're for sale. As well as the factory Duro Power Grip V2s with the factory Polaris rims that came off my wife's machine. So I'm selling those. Just some updates. See if you guys are interested. But yeah, that's what the machines are sporting right now. The Bighorn originals. They look super nice. It gave this machine here, my wife's machine, a much nicer stance now. It just looks more aggressive, a little bit taller. Even though these things are 26 on the sidewall, they actually measure closer to 27, because once they're inflated, they're like a softer tire. compared to the original Power Grip, the Duro Power Grip V2s, and the Blackwater Evos. They're just they feel much softer. Like, you can, like, they're much more pliable. You can tell that they're not as a firmer material as the Blackwaters or those Power Grips. But that's what's going on with the machines. I'm gonna go ahead now and assemble this plow and get it ready for the season. And I'll leave you guys with that. There she is, and she's ready for another season of snow plowing with the ATV. Stay tuned, guys.